If you're looking for the answers, I still don't have them, but what I do have is a particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people who mislead, misinform, or misrepresent the sports card industry. So if you don't do that, I'll let it go. But if you do, we're going to talk about you. This episode is brought to you by the great people over at GradeSaver Pro. Make sure you visit GradeSaverPro.com for all your card supply needs, including the GradeSaver Pro Card Sleeve, the only sleeve with an attached pull tab and the only sleeve I will use for my cards. And make sure when you check out, use code INVESTIGATOR. That will give you 25% off your entire order. And thanks again to the great people at GradeSaver Pro for our episode giveaway. After each episode, we will give away some of the great products from GradeSaver Pro. To be eligible, it's simple. Simply like and subscribe to the video, leave a comment, and if you're randomly selected, we will be in touch and tell you the next steps. So, congratulations to last episode's winners, and good luck to you. With that, Ty, hit the music! Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Sports Card Investigator Show. My name is Andy. I am the aforementioned Sports Card Investigator Show. Glad to have everyone back. Recently, there's been some hubbubaloo, as Chris Mad Dog Russo would say, about the population of Zion Williamson's base Prism PSA 10 surpassing the 20,000 card mark. Before we look at that specific card, I want to discuss why that number, or what that number means, or what it shouldn't mean, or what it means to you. Especially for the new people out there, we'll take a quick look at what the POP report actually is. And very simply, the POP report tells us about the population of any graded card. For this discussion, PSA graded cards. So, as of this video, the population of a Zion Williamson PSA 10 Prism card is just over 20,000. Wow. The PSA 9 population out there is slightly less at 16,000, and his total population of all the graded cards he's got out there, from grades 1 through 10, it's 37,494. So, other than his PSA 9 and his PSA 10, there's about 2,000 cards out there. The population of his PSA 3 is only 4. So if you're looking for scarcity, go grab a PSA 3. I'm kidding. Do not go out and grab a PSA 3. I find it entertaining and amusing and somewhat disheartening that when I look on eBay, sometimes you'll see whatever card, PSA, and it's an ultra modern card, PSA 4, very rare. Well, it should be rare because you shouldn't be grading a card that's going to get you a 4. You shouldn't be grading a card that's going to get you an 8, but that's for another story. I want to make it clear. I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that there is not a place for population reports. There absolutely is a place for population reports. It tells us the scarcity of a specific card or lack thereof when it comes to a Zion Williamson PSA Prism PSA 10. But what the population, other than there's a crap load of them, of a Zion PSA 10 of 20,000 cards means to me, it means nothing to me. Nothing at all. And if it means something to you, unfortunately, you're probably doing something wrong. Here's what I mean. The first Zion Prism PSA 10 was sold on December 29th, 2019 for $561. The first floor, about 40 days later, imagine that, 40 days later, it sold for $277. Then the hype train started rolling down the tracks, and in December of 2020, a year later, This card hit the price of $1,010. I was watching a very, very popular content creator back in the 2020 Zion hype train rolling down the track days. The height of Zion mania. In fact, a lot of the content creators back then were actually encouraging you to buy Zions at $600, $700, $500, $600, $700, $800, $900. But this particular guy, he bought, I believe, 12 Zions. He paid $10,000, and I think he paid like $850 a piece, hyping that card, saying this is why he's doing it, and he's going to come back, and he's going to do this, and they're going to make the playoffs, and he only has to make $1,300 to make a profit. And unfortunately for him, that didn't happen. And I hope none of you guys bought it anywhere near that price. In fact, if you bought him a Zion PSA 10 Prism anywhere within 70% of that price, I hope you sold that card when the time was right. And that's one of the important points here, selling when the time is right. If you sell at the right time, then you'll never have to worry about it, and pop reports won't mean anything to you. The last sale prior to making this video, his PSA 10 went for $266. I talked to Ty about this before I did the video. I talked to him about before we do all the videos. I want to play devil's advocate because I know for whatever reason some individuals in the hobby are consumed by pop reports. They are. And some will strongly, vehemently disagree with what I'm about to say, and that's great. Dissent's a good thing as long as it's done in a respectful way. But when we are talking about ultra-modern players like Zion Williamson, by the time pop reports come into play and you see the Instagram posts and you see the head exploding emojis and everyone's going crazy, by the time that happens, you should not own those cards. Timing is everything, not just in life but in cards. And some content creators, not all, but you can spot them, they don't watch the games, they don't watch the players, they don't study, they don't research. But they have to grab on to something that's easy and tangible. And that's how they use an analysis of a player. And I hear it all the time. Pop reports, grades, current prices. And I get a kick out of it sometimes, like when I'm watching a breaker. Not all, some are great, but a breaker, he'll pull a card and he'll go, oh my God, and look at it and goes, oh, look at Pop 4. Well, it's a brand new box of a brand new player. And, you know, some guys are trying to get it first to market and get them great. That's good. That's met with other issues, and that's for another day. But everything's got a risk, and I digress. But so Zion Williamson hit the market. His raw Prism base, when he first hit the market, was $49. 30 days later, he hit the floor at $35. How many of you out there bought him when he was $35, $40, even $50, graded it for $9 or $12? You could still get them for that price. You go, even if you went for a sub. Because I remember during that time, a lot of the talking heads were telling us to buy Luka, LeBron, Giannis, the GOATs, second-year Bagleys. That was the best. And at that time, I bought some Zion cards. I ripped some boxes because they were affordable. You could get blasters. You could get hangers at that time before everything went berserk. The purple wave behind me, I got that from a blaster. I bought it from a local card store for $40. I couldn't believe I paid that much, but I like to support my local card store. And that's where a pop count is important to me, because I'm keeping that purple wave. It's a PSA 10. The pop, as of now, is 38. So I don't think it's going to go too much higher. So I got those cards, those PSA, those Zion Williamson Prism base cards, and I graded them. I set them all to PSA. I got them all back, and I sold them. I didn't sell them for $1,000, not for $800, not for $700, but for what I had into it, I was very happy with the outcome. So I guess the bottom line is, right, for ultra modern cards, if you're doing things right, pop reports should not matter at all to you. If you're sitting on a stack of Zion Williamson Prism base PSA 10s that you bought for anything over $250 and you still got them, you're in a bad place. If you bought his raw card after February of 2020 and you still have them, you're pretty much screwed, because now pop counts will matter to you, and it's in a bad way. You're sitting on a huge, what's part of a huge supply and much less demand. One more thing before we go. Trae Young, PSA 10, pop count 10,000, give or take half as much as Mr. Zion Williamson. How much higher will that go? Probably not too much. You know, he's been around for a while now. His PSA 10s are selling for $168, down from a high of $800. His raw card prices 30 days after they hit eBay back in the day was 99 cents. I shit you not. How many of you bought them then, graded them? Luka, his population now is 18,000, still under Zion. His base Prism cards hit, what, incredibly high prices. And there are thousands and thousands of cards out there not named Prism. But his raw Prism prices 30 days after they hit eBay, $11. How many of you bought and graded then? How many of you were even in the hobby then? And I'm not saying that to be a smartass, but the game has changed. Things have changed so much, and it's kind of how we got into this predicament in the first place. So there you go. My take on pop reports, pop counts, what they mean, what they really don't mean, what should they mean. So what do you guys think? Am I on the money here, or am I down for the count as far as population of cards? Let me know. And make sure you comment so you'll be eligible for the Grade Saver Pro giveaway. We love giving away stuff here. So if you like what you see, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you don't like what you see, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And until next time, take care.